Barking 1, Grays 2, here with Gaffer Craig Edwards. Craig, it's a game where in the first 30 to 40 minutes we were quite good, looking well in attacking phases, and then the rest I think we faded.
I don't know about it really. I just think that we started well. I thought all through the game it was nothing between the sides. We'd sat in the lead, conceded a really poor goal right on half time penalty. Not just a penalty decision, was a pen I thought, but our decisions leading up to that, where you manage the game. You know the game. You're at half time, 1-0 in, and you can kill the game. And we do something a bit daft. They break and we give a soft penalty away. Then come out half time. Once again in decent area, they get a corner, and we give another really soft goal away. And minute before half time, minute after half time, other than that, I thought we defended really well when we had to. Not that we had a lot to do. Le Mans had one shot to save. Their keepers pulled out a worldie at the end now, and I thought he had a lot more to do than our keeper. But we're at the cup, and that's what happens. You hope in these early rounds of the cup that you get an official who's got a bit of idea, and he was absolutely clueless. He had no sort of bearing on the result. You speak to their manager, they was as annoyed with him as we were. It was just basically a non-contact game. One bit of contact, foul. One bit of contact. I said to him at the end there, he's added 3 minutes on. I said, where'd you get 3 minutes? He said, my watch said 3 minutes. I said, we've had 6 substitutions. Joe's down for over 3 minutes towards the end when he got a bang in the head. They had a lad down with a head injury. We had a couple of other injuries, and he's got 3 minutes. Now, if we'd have played another 5, like I think we should have, we might have gone out anyway, but, it's part of the job. But the decision making right through the game, but both sides, we were getting free kicks. I'm thinking, geez, that's never a free kick. Just the minimal contact. And it was both ways. And like the arrogance at the end, I said, we're at the FA Cup. It's all right you saying my watch says 3 minutes. I said, we're at the FA Cup. And he's like, basically taking a mickey. But there you go. Fair play to them. They've gone through. Good football club, and I wish them well in the next round against Hitchin. Just bitterly disappointed because I thought the very least we deserved was a draw. There's areas, obviously, going into the season, we had a very good pre-season result-wise. Everything went well, but it can be so misleading, and you don't have to be a rocket science to see that we're lacking in certain areas, and that's for me and the boys to address, and we've got to be stronger, and so we'll be looking at things in the next couple of days, and got a tough game on Wednesday. And we'll look to bounce back in that. But overall, I thought the performance was far better than it was the other night. So that's one positive. But we're at the cup, and I can't remember ever going out the cup this early. But it is what it is, and we'll have to crack on. But they're all bitterly disappointed. But it disappoints me. Like there's little things in the game where I don't think we manage them particularly well, and we were a little bit naive in areas, but, it's directly after the game, obviously really disappointed. But, we've got to bounce back again on Wednesday. That's very important, so, yeah.
Are the goals we're conceding the last 2 games a concern for you? Because on Wednesday night, I think it's fair to say 2 of the goals there we conceded were soft.
Yeah.
And today we've went there and we've made 2 mistakes again.
Yeah. The goals on Wednesday, to be fair, I thought the first goal from was a quality goal. The ball the boy put in, Glenn Hoddle would have been proud of. It was absolutely inch perfect. He's run onto it, hit the post. Been very fortunate with a bounce out. It's gone straight back to him at an angle, and he's got an easy tap in. Second goal, obviously, Lambs has had a nightmare like for it, and that can happen. It skipped up the surface, gone round it. Third goal, this is what concerns me. Is that we send on a boy. We go through the set pieces. They're all on the wall. You know, everything's laid out for him. This is your job. He had one job on the edge of the box, one job, and he switched off. He's not even really looking at the player. Great finish from the boy, but he's got one job, and that's to mark the fella on the edge of the box, and he's let him go, and it's 3-1. You know, but when it went 2-1, Shaka's cut inside it, a great shot, hit the bar. And it did have a little bit of a feel that it wasn't one of those nights for us, but we didn't play well, you know. But we got our noses in front. Great goal, 1-0. You'd expect to not concede more than one goal in the second half to White Ensign, with all due respect. You know, you wouldn't expect to, but we've gifted them 2, and they've scored I thought a really cracking goal, which I've had a little bit of fortune with, but you know, like I say, as good as your pre-season is, I don't think you can ever really know what you've got until the season kicks in. And I think it's been a wake-up call for us Wednesday and today, where we need to be stronger. You know, where and you get away with it pre-season, you know, and you can paper over the cracks a little. And that was my feelings after Wednesday, that that we could, if we'd have gone on and won it like we should do against them, you know, no disrespect, and we should win the game 1-0 up at half time. And you win that and it papers over the cracks a little, but you know, we know where we need to be stronger, that's for sure. And we'll work really hard to improve on that. And thankfully, it's coming early in the season, and you can really sort of march on and hopefully do well. But we're looking to add 1 or 2 faces to definitely strengthen us.
And now we go on to Wednesday, which will be another tough game away at Hatton.
Yeah, I believe they had a good win today. So, no doubt it'd be a tough game. But I think they're all tough games in the league. And we'll look to all I would say, we improved on Wednesday today, and we look to improve again on Wednesday, and hopefully it gets 3 big points.
Right, cheers, Craig.
Cheers, man.